Welcome students. Today we are going to do exercise 7.3 chapter 7 triangles. Now the second question, continuing with that second question, it says in triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB equal to AC and AD is perpendicular to BC. We need to show that AD bisects BC and AD bisects angle A. Now children, in geometry the figure is a very important part and you need to make your figure readable. So whatever given in the question you need to mark in the figure so that you don't have to look back to the question again and again, and you are able to visualize the solution also. So triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, so I mark the sides AB and AC equal. AD is perpendicular to BC, that means this angle, and this angle is 90. So let's first of all write down given. What is given? In triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC and AD is perpendicular to BC. Given is what is given in the question. So writing the question statement only, given is in the mathematical form. To prove, now what are we required to prove in the question? To prove, first part, AD bisects BC. Now what do I understand with this AD bisects BC? That means what do I need to prove in order to prove AD bisects BC? AD bisects BC means AD divides BC in two equal halves. That means I need to prove these two sides equal. So that is, we need to prove BD is equal to DC or CD. BD is equal to CD, we need to prove. BD is equal to CD. This is what I need to prove. Now, and the second part, I need to prove AD bisects angle A. In order to prove AD bisects angle A is divided into these two parts. Right? That means I need to prove these two parts equal, 1 and 2 equal. So that is, I need to prove angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So once jotted down whatever we need to prove, now we start with the proof. So proof. So obviously I need to prove the first part first, that BD is equal to CD. How do you prove the sides equal of triangle? See, I can see these are two different triangles and I need to prove the sides of two different triangles equal. Obviously this can be done using congruency of triangles. If I prove these two triangles congruent, I can say by CPCT, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal, that the sides are equal. So let us try and prove these triangles equal. So in triangle ADB and triangle ADC. Now children, what do I have in these two triangles? What is given? Let us write down first. AB equal to AC. Why? Because it's given already in the question. Let's mark down given. Then can I call these angles 3 and 4? So angle 3 is equal to angle 4 equal to 90 degree. Why it's 90? Why it is 90 degree? Because AD is perpendicular to BC. This is also given because AD is perpendicular to BC. Now we have one of these sides and I have this right angle, and you can see the side opposite to right angle is equal. That means I have a right angle and I have a hypotenuse. So maybe we can use RHS congruency criteria here. Immediately that comes to my mind is, what is the third thing that can you see in these two triangles? What can I see immediately? I can see that this line AD, this side AD is the common side to both the triangles. So these two triangles are sharing this common wall AD. So let's write down, and from the labeling here also of the congruency of triangles, when we write the triangles you can make out easily AD and AD. So the third part is AD equal to AD. Why? The reason is common. Now I have this hypotenuse, right angle and one of the perpendicular sides. So obviously the congruency criteria used here is RHS. So by RHS rule, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC, which implies side BD is equal to side CD, and the reason is CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. First part done. Now in the second part, I need to prove these angles equal. Now see children, these angles are also part of these two triangles, and if the triangles are congruent, these angles will also be equal, and angle 1 equal to angle 2. Again the reason is same. CPCT. So we have proved this implied AD bisects angle A, and this implied AD bisects BC. So we done both the parts here. BD equal to CD implies AD bisects BC. Angle 1 equal to 2 implies AD bisects angle A. And if you did not write this sentence here even, no problems, because we have already mentioned here to prove that in order to prove this, it's sufficient to prove this. So this was your second question. Now moving on to the third question. The third question says, two sides AB and BC and median AM of one triangle ABC. Two sides AB and BC and median AM of a triangle ABC are respectively equal to the sides PQ, QR and median PN of triangle PQR. Respectively, word says the first side is equal to the corresponding first side of the second triangle. The second side of the first triangle is respectively equal to the second side. So first with first, second with second, and so on. So AB is equal to PQ. I have marked equal. AM, median AM is equal to median PN given. I marked equal. And this complete side BC is equal to the complete side QR given. Right, so let us just, I marked here only, but actually I am overdoing this with the green pen so that you understand which sides are equal, that complete side is equal. Now for the solution, first of all let us write what is given in the question. What is given is AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AD is equal to AM is equal to PN, where AD and PM are, AM and PN are medians. They are medians. Now what do we need to prove? We need to prove first part, triangle ABM congruent to triangle PQN. Let's start with the first part. Now in order to prove these triangles congruent, obviously before starting with the solution, I need to do a mind map. And my mind map says here, in triangle ABM and triangle PQN, I have these sides equal. I have AM and PN also equal. So I got two sides equal. I am looking for the third option. So I have 2S, and the third option can be either the included A or the third side. Now included A will be in between these two sides. The including angle is these angles. Is there anything given? Now let's go back to the given conditions again. If I can prove these angles equal. In the given, there is nothing mentioned about the angles. AB equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AM equal to PN. So from the given conditions, I cannot draw out that these angles are equal. That means included angle condition is ruled out. So what is left is the third side. Now which is the third side? Third side of these triangles are BM and QN. This BM and QN. Now I need to look for if I can prove these sides equal, BM and QN. Now what is given in the question is complete side BC is equal to QR. BC is equal to QR, and further it's given AM and PN are medians. Now medians. Immediately the solution strikes when we read the word medians. What does a median do? Median bisects the opposite side. So let us start with this proof. In triangle ABC, AM is a median. Does this imply BM is equal to CM equal to half of BC? Because it's a median, so it will bisect the opposite side in two equal halves. So each half is, this BM is half of full, CM is also half of full. Similarly, in triangle PQR, PN is median. This implies QN is equal to RN equal to half of QR. Right, children? Now BC is equal to QR given. So if fulls are equal, can I take out the halves will also be equal? This implies half of BC is equal to half of QR. Now children, which halves are we interested in? Halves are equal, but out of these, which halves are we interested in? We are interested in those halves which are the part of these triangles, which we are trying to prove congruent. So we are trying to prove ABM congruent to PQN. So which halves are the part? BM and QN. So I'll start with BM and QN. So this implies BM is equal to QN. Now we have to prove the triangles congruent. So let us start with the triangles. Triangle ABM, the triangles that we have to prove congruent. In triangle ABM and triangle PQN, I have AB is equal to PQ because it's given in the question. Then we have AM is equal to PN, again given in the question. And the third, we have just now proved that BM is equal to QN. Why? Because we have proved it above. Proved above. Therefore, now we have proved three sides of the one triangle respectively equal to the three sides of the other triangle. Therefore, by SSS rule, triangle ABM is congruent to triangle APQN. Now we got these two triangles congruent. Now further in the second part, I need to prove, children, that the bigger triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now observe the bigger triangles. Of the bigger triangles, I have this side BC and QR equal given, and the side AB and side PQ is equal given. Right? We have the two sides. And in order to prove these two triangles congruent, let us first write down what is given. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR, we have AB equal to PQ because it's given. Then we have side BC is equal to QR again because it's given. Now the third thing, I have got 2S and I am trying to prove the triangles congruent. There are only two ways, either the included A or the third side. Observe which is the third side, AC and PR. Nothing given about AC and PR. And what we have already done in the first part, we have proved these halves equal. So AC and PR doesn't come into picture. I cannot prove them equal. That means this option ruled out. So I am looking for included A. Included A is this, angle B and angle Q. Can I prove these angles equal? Yes, we have done the triangles congruent and these angles are the part of these triangles which we have proved congruent. So I can directly write angle B is equal to angle Q. Reason by CPCT as triangle ABM is congruent to triangle PQN. Therefore, by SAS rule, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. We proved the triangles congruent and we done the solution. So this was your question 3, which you have just now proved. Now moving on to question 4, children. Question 4 says BE and CF are two equal altitudes of triangle ABC. Using RHS congruency rule, prove that triangle ABC is isosceles. So what is given again in this question? First we write down this. In triangle ABC, given is BE is perpendicular to side AC and CF is perpendicular to side AB. Altitude means perpendicular and BE is equal to CF. This is given in the question. What are we trying to prove in this question? We have to prove the triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. For this, what do I need to prove? I need to prove AB equal to AC. Now, in order to prove these sides equal, I can take those two triangles of which AB and AC are the sides. So, if I join AB, I get this triangle ABE. And if I join AC, I get the triangle ACF. But observe, children, if we take these triangles ABE and ACF, how can I prove these two triangles congruent? If I prove ABE, let's write down the split figures. Let's draw the split figure. And ACF. See, if I prove these two triangles congruent, this is given. I have BE equal to CF. I have these angles 90. Right? But AB equal to AC, I need to prove. These sides equal, we need to prove. ये तो prove करना हमको, these sides equal. So what? I cannot use this. RHS ruled out हो गया. That means right angle, perpendicular and hypotenuse. Hypotenuse तो equal prove करना है. So RHS condition doesn't fit here because in the question he has done a conditioning that we need to prove triangles congruent. We need to prove triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle using RHS criteria. And if I take these two triangles, RHS criteria is not applicable. So this possibility is ruled out. So proving ABE and ACF, these triangles congruent, is ruled out. So what is the other way of proving the two sides equal of a triangle? The other way proving of two sides equal of a triangle is prove the angles opposite to these sides equal, so that the by isosceles triangle property is converse, I'll get the sides equal. So which are the angles which are opposite to these two sides? Angles are B and C. So that means now I am looking for these angles to prove congruency. If I prove these angles B and C congruent, job done. Now, how can I prove these two angles congruent? If I prove those triangles congruent of which these angles are apart. And how do I think those two triangles? These arms of the triangle, look at these arms of the triangle, and they are joined. So I got the triangle BFC. So in triangle BFC, the other triangle, which one I get? Join these. This is the angle, these are the arms. So we get CEB. These are the two triangles BFC and CEB. What do I have in these two triangles? Let's call these angles 1 and 2. I have BEC, BFC and CEB. Or you can name it BEC and CFB, whichever is convenient to you. Right? Let's call it, I think BEC sounds more convenient. So BEC and CFB. Let's call these two triangles, the names like this. Now BEC, BE is equal to CF. This is given, altitudes are equal given. These altitudes are equal given. Next, what do we have? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 equal to 90. Why? Because BE is perpendicular to AC and CF is perpendicular to AB. These are given in the question that they are perpendicular. What else? Third thing. We need to prove it using RHS. So given the condition, third thing, to identify the third thing, it becomes very, very easy. Because see, angle 90, BE and CF are one of the perpendicular sides. That means what is left is the hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is the side opposite to right angle. So which is the side opposite to angle 1 and angle 2? BC. So look at the question now. We have BC here and here I have CB. BC is equal to CB, which is common. Therefore, by RHS rule, I have triangles ABEC congruent to triangle CFB. Now these triangles are congruent by RHS rule. If these triangles are congruent, I get angle ABC equal to angle ACB. Why? By CPCT. And these angles equal implies AB equal to AC, which implies triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Got it, children? So when the conditions are given, okay, you need to prove it using this particular rule only. So you need to apply that particular rule. So you need to be watchful and you need to do thoughtful reading of the question. Because we have seen the same question in the previous exercises also of the same chapter. In exercise 7.2, we have done 2 similar questions like this. Now moving on to the next question, question number 5. He says, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle with AB equal to AC. And he says to draw a perpendicular AP to the side BC and show angle B equal to angle C. So what is given in the question is, in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC and AP is perpendicular to BC. To prove, I need to prove angle B is equal to angle C. So children, if we are thoughtful enough, what is he asking in the question actually? He says these 2 sides of a triangle are equal given, and he says these angles equal we need to prove. Isn't it this the property that if the sides of a triangle are equal, 2 sides, then the angles opposite to these 2 sides are equal? And we know this property. He is asking us to prove isosceles triangle property. That means good enough. So we will not use this result. The general mistake the students do is AB is equal to AC, therefore these angles are equal. But this is given AB equal to AC and he is asking you to prove the angles equal. That means he is asking you to prove this result. So you cannot use this result in the solution. So how do we prove this? We can prove this. We can prove this using, I need to prove these angles equal. So I can prove this if I prove those 2 triangles congruent. So in triangle APB and triangle APC, what do we have in these 2 triangles? Side AB equal to side AC, because it's given in the question. Then these angles 1 and 2 are equal. Why? They are equal to 90. Why equal to 90? Because AP is perpendicular to BC given. These are equal given. And the third thing, you can easily see it. This is the common wall. So AP is equal to AP common. Therefore, which rule? Right angle, hypotenuse and the perpendicular side. So by RHS rule, by this RHS rule, triangle APB is congruent to triangle APC. This gives me, triangles congruent gives me angle ABP is equal to angle ACP. That is angle B equal to angle C. This is what he was asking in this question, angle B equal to angle C. Prove that angle B equal to angle C. So actually in the question we proved isosceles triangle property where the condition was given to us that AP is perpendicular to BC, you need to draw. Actually children, I need to discuss one more thing. Triangle ABC isosceles property, this can be done in three different ways. One, you just saw that when AP is perpendicular to BC, given condition, it was given in the question that AP is perpendicular to BC. Now if I say given in the question is AM is a median, given AM is a median, AM is median and AB is equal to AC, to prove these angles equal. Again we can prove these two triangles congruent and the same way. See, AB equal to AC given, this is common and median bisects the opposite side. So by SSS congruency criteria, I will be able to prove the two triangles congruent and which will give me the result, these two angles equal. And the third is, if in triangle ABC, I have AD as angle bisector. If AD is the angle bisector, AD is the angle bisector. Angle bisector. If AD is the angle bisector, when AD is the angle bisector, we'll have these two angles equal and this is equal given in the question, AB equal to AC, and this side is common. So by SAS, we will be able to prove the triangles congruent. So if AD is the angle bisector, we will use SAS to prove the triangles congruent. If it's median, by SSS I can prove the triangles congruent. And if it is perpendicular given, we can use RHS to prove the triangles congruent. So this isosceles triangle property can be proved in many different ways, that we can prove with the triangles. We can prove if the sides are equal given, we can prove the angles corresponding to opposite to each side. Each of the equal sides is equal in a triangle. With this, I finish off with this exercise 7.3 children, and we stop here in this video.